What the fuck was that? Like, oh my god, dude. Why? I don't know how you expect to win games when you don't show up. It was like the fucking Penguins were playing against the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. Like, oh my god. Yeah, well, tonight was fucking atrocious. God, I'm so out of it that I can't even speak. Penguins win 4-2. They start Artur Shilovs tonight, and they dominate the Philadelphia Flyers. Nothing really else to say to that. I know I really shouldn't be worked up like this because the Flyers still have the series lead 3-1. But I mean, they had nothing to lose and they played like it. So now we're going back to Pittsburgh, and thank God we still have a 2-game cushion, because that was absolutely atrocious. There was no physicality. There was no scrums. They weren't mad. They weren't angry like they were the last 3 games. They didn't play Flyers hockey. Scumbag hockey, as Paul Bissonnette says it. That's what you needed to do tonight. The goaltending change doesn't matter. You could have beat Shilovs. You could have you beat Skinner, and they decided to wake the fuck up and decide to put him on the bench for tonight. Oh my. I mean, first period, 6 minutes into the game, you have Sidney Crosby just absolutely demolish you with probably the most interesting shot take I've ever seen, and it worked. They win the draw, get it back to the point, slides it to Crosby, behind him, gets in front of him, and he just rips it and it goes in. Like, I understand the guy's good, but Vladar gets a piece of it, but he can't get all of it. So, he wanted that back. And then the second goal was even worse. Puck comes behind the net. Vladar comes out to play it. He has a wide open Drysdale on his side of the ice, and instead he decides to play it to the side where Ricard Raquel comes barreling in, takes it, and then he pots it into the empty net. Took it right out of Vladar's stick, and he pots it into the empty net. What are we thinking, dude? Like, that was the first time the Penguins scored 2 goals before we tied it up. I mean, the Flyers started to get momentum. Trevor Zegras gets a nasty pass to Denver Barkey. Denver Barkey gets his first career playoff goal. 2-1, Penguins. And then Chris Letang, in the third period, winds up, slaps it right in the back of the net. Flyers also get some more momentum. Travis Konechny gets it through, makes it 3-2, gets it from a snapshot, one-timer. And then Connor Dewar pots the empty net goal. The Flyers lose 4-2. I had a friend message me saying that was Penguins hockey, and I told him no, it wasn't. The Flyers didn't show up. The Penguins have been playing the same hockey that they have been the entire series. The Flyers did not show up. They weren't hitting. They weren't trying to get the building into the game by getting into scrums. They did not play Broad Street hockey, and it shows. Absolutely unbelievable. You are a team who wasn't supposed to make the playoffs, and you shock everybody in the hockey world by doing so. You go up 3-0, and then you blow it. I understand. I understand that the Flyers are still up 3-1. I get that. I get it. The only reason I'm so upset is that they didn't play like they wanted to win. They didn't play like they were playing against the Pittsburgh Penguins. They played like they were playing some fucking throwaway game. And you're at home. I would assume you would want to win the series clinching game at home, and they showed up and played like they didn't even fucking care. So I think disappointment is an understatement. But like I said, there's really no reason to be mad. Travis Konechny gets his second career playoff goal, his first this series. It was a really nice one-timer. Thought the Flyers would start to wake up and try to get a third, but it just seems like they weren't trying. And I mean, you gotta give it to the Penguins. Like, they played. I know I said that the Flyers didn't show up, but the Penguins did not play a terrible game. Crosby getting his first goal of this series. Just that wasn't scumbag hockey. You have to play like you want to win the game. And it just seems like they were trying to play to get through it. Another thing that I thought was Dan Vladar should not have started. He shouldn't have played the game. I think after injuring his hand, they did have 2 days off, but he didn't play, or he didn't skate Thursday morning. He didn't skate. He barely skated Friday, and he only did morning skate this morning. If Sam Ersson would have started the game and they would have lost, it would have made a little bit more sense. But if he would have won, that's momentum in Ersson's favor. Not really the Flyers, because the Carolina Hurricanes just swept the Ottawa Senators. And if the Flyers win this series, they're probably not going to make it past them. If they make it past the Senators, I see no reason for us to not win the Stanley Cup. But knowing this team and actually watching this game tonight, I have no words or a thought process into what's going to happen if they win this series. There's a good chance they blow this entire series and the Penguins come back all the way and win it. If the Flyers keep playing hockey like they were tonight, terrible. Seems like after every intermission, the lines were switched up. Trevor Zegras started off with Denver Barkey or Travis Konechny and Porter Martone. Next period, he was playing with Owen Tippett and Denver Barkey. And then Sean Couturier and Denver Barkey. I don't know, dude. I don't think this game was enough for the Penguins to have momentum. I don't. Because they won, but they barely won. And I only say they barely won because the Flyers, even though they weren't playing as well as they could have, they still put shots on net. They had more shots than the Penguins. The Flyers' shots were 30 for the entire game. The Penguins had 21. It's not that the Flyers weren't shooting. It's just they weren't thinking and doing it correctly. Sheelovs is probably going to finish the series. But if you want to win in Pittsburgh, you have to play like you did the first three. You have to play like you're mad and you want and you're hungry. Tonight, they played like they were full. They just showed up to the dinner table and already had dessert. So, I don't know. I don't know what has to happen, but Rick Tocchet needs to get with his team and tell them that this tonight was just vomit all over the ice. Yeah, I mean, go Flyers, I guess, but